So in this video, let's study about subculture. Last class we saw about culture, how beliefs, value system impact on it. And coming to the subculture, this is what exactly it is. The members of a specific subculture possess beliefs, values, and customs that set them apart from other members of the same society. That is called subculture. Okay, it is a distinct cultural group that exists an identifiable segment with a larger, more complex society. If you look at Karnataka, you will find different one culture with subcultures. Same with India. In India, you will find huge subcultures. Okay. Now, if you look at types of subcultures, nationality wise, okay. Next is geographical location wise, South Indian, North Indian. Again, in South, you can say Tamilian, Kannadigas, Telugu, okay, Malayali. Then comes with the religion subculture, okay. In caste itself, there are again subcaste system. Racial subculture, which is mostly not exact correctly, but it's again there. Gender-wise subculture, age-wise subculture, then sex-wise subculture. So in that basis, we decide the cultural types. Now moving to the cross-culture consumer analysis. So cross-cultural consumer analysis can be defined as the effort to determine to what extent the consumers of two or more nations are similar or different. So this helps in marketing to designing of the product so that that product will be suitable for that particular area. So there is no need to design different product, different advertisement or promotional strategies. Such analysis can provide marketers with an understanding of psychological, social, and cultural characteristics of the foreign consumers. So they wish to target, so that they can design effective marketing strategy for a specific national markets involved. If you see India, there are similarities in all over Indian market, but then also they need to understand the cross-culture thing. So advertisement in such a way that whole India it should cover. But most of you have seen, so in India, you will see the ads in local languages. Kannada for separate ad for Kannada, separate ad for Tamil, separate ad for Gujarati, separate ad for Marathi, and separate Malayali. So this is how the marketers has to work. But in India, it's very tough thing. Similarities and difference among the people. Okay. A major objective of cross-culture consumer analysis is to determine how consumers in two or more societies are similar and how they are different also. So according to some personality traits or behavioral aspects of the consumer, we can analyze the things: fight for one's beliefs or position, individualistic, clear-cut, specific, display emotions in the public, or result-oriented. So these are all the behavioral aspects which comes to personality traits. Now, next, continuing with this same thing, make a short story long. Okay, verbal communication important. Interested in what is spoken. Okay, so this is all how the similarity and the differences among the people can be formed. So next, growing global middle class. Yes, you can observe this, or you can say this is growing very harshly. In world, middle class is rising day by day. Okay, so all poor class will fall into the middle class, and very tough for the middle class people to fall under the rich class. It's very difficult aspect. Now, continuing the same thing, acceleration is a need marketing viewpoint. Yes. So too many marketers contemplating international expansion make the strategic error or believing that if it's product liked by local or domestic consumer, then everyone will like it. But that is not true because culture always changes. This biased viewpoint increases the likelihood of marketing failure abroad. Okay, so many products have gone wrong because of this. It reflects a lack of appreciation of the unique psychological, social, cultural, and environmental characteristics of distinctly different cultures. So to overcome such narrow and culturally myopic view, marketers must also go through an actualization process. So applying research techniques, cross-cultural marketing strategy. So although the same basic research techniques used to study domestic consumers are useful in studying consumers in foreign lands, In cross-culture analysis, an additional burden exists because language and word usage often differ from nation to nation also. So if you talk about India, it is like state to state. Okay. Next, another issue in international marketing research concerns scale of measurement. What type of scales they are going to use for measuring the data. In the United States, a 5 or 7 point scale may be adequate, but in other countries, a 10 or even 20-point scale may be needed. So still further, research facilities such as telephone interviewing services may or may not be available in particular countries or areas of the world. So these are all problems which are faced when we are going for the research. Now, to avoid such research measurement problems, consumer research must familiarize themselves with the availability of research services in the countries they are evaluating as potential markets and must learn how to design marketing research study that will yield useful data. Okay. And the researcher must also keep in mind that cultural difference may make standard research methodologies inappropriate. But these things to be taken care. Now, basic research issues in cross-culture analysis. First, obviously, that is language and meaning. Restroom always differ from one place to another. Language is the biggest barrier that is faced in cross-culture. Difference in market segmentation opportunities. Okay, age while buying the first car. So there are different in market segment. Huge segments are available. Different types are there. That again become a barrier. Okay, that's an issue, you can say. Difference in consumption pattern. Whole India have very different consumption pattern. Difference in received benefit of products and services. You can say yogurt. So curd, yogurt always get confused. How they perceive it, that depends on them. Differences in the criteria for evaluating products and services, credit cards. Okay, that again, these are the issues which comes when cross-culture analysis goes on. Next, differences in economic and social conditions and family structure. Can say example, a family soap. Okay. Next, differences in marketing research and conditions. You can say example, direct mail list. Differences in marketing research possibility. Example for this is telephone survey. So these are the issues, all issues faced by the researcher when taking the data. Now, problems in cross-cultural marketing, problem related to the product selection, then which type of product should we select, what content it has, what type of ingredient it is having. Next, problems related to promotion or marketing communication. Then comes the problem of related to pricing, problems related to selection of distribution channels. Okay, so these are the problems in cross-culture marketing. Now coming to the problems related to selection of distribution channel, that is good knowledge of foreign culture that is required when you are going to international way. Respect of a foreign culture, that always matters a lot, or else your product would be thrown out of the market. If you see the McDonald's earlier, this unsuccessful. The reason was they were using beef in their burger. Then they come with the local, that is aloo tikki. Then helpful steps in the relation to a market, foreign culture. Ignore the cultural differences, minimize differences, managing the differences. So these are problems related to selection of distribution channel.